Do you know what I like to do when I'm packing for the National? I like to look at some baseball cards. Guys, I'm excited. I added a new set to my collection. This is a set that I have not had represented before. As you know, I have the lifelong goal of getting one card from every vintage card set. I call it the quest. Seems totally unachievable, but it's fun to try. So I get to add another set. This is a very rare set. They made 52 of these. They're little playing cards. They were meant to be played as playing cards. You could use them for that. And that's why they made 52 cards. Now, PSA has only ever graded 185 total cards out of the entire set. And PSA has only graded 3 of the card I'm going to show you now, although this is an SGC. So this is Hall of Famer Chick Hafey, and this is a 1933 Rittenhouse candy. They're like cool little pieces of art with the face. And this is what they look like on the back. Man, they made all kinds of different cards back then. Put them in with all kinds of different products. So, you know, I've long thought that 1933 has to be one of the greatest years for baseball cards ever. I don't have every set from that year, I don't believe. But let's take a look at some of the classics. We have the 33 Gowdy. Absolute classic set. We have the 33 Tattoo Orbit. Absolute classic set. We have the 33 DeLong. Classic set. We have the Charles C. Miller from 33. We have the Buttercream. These are cool. We have the Eclipse Imports. We have this rare set of W574. This is a rare set. Lefty Grove there. And we have the fantastic Warch Cigars from 1933 as well. These are just classic cards, classic sets. And you know, it's a shame. Only the 33 Gowdy is considered mainstream. All these other cards are, people today call them oddballs. I don't know why. They're all classic sets. You know, this book came out in the 70s. It's called Classic Baseball Cards. And it shows many of these sets people call oddball. There's the Tattoo Orbit. You can see the Gowdies, the play balls. We have the Cracker Jacks. There's a DeLong. Such a great book. Made these book of reprints. And as you can see, back in the 70s, these cards were called classic. These were classic baseball cards. Do you guys know what the definition of classic means? Now, in the early days of eBay, there were a lot of people selling cards, many of which didn't really know cards. And so when they would stumble on something they never saw before, they didn't know what it was, they would call it oddball. Now this caught on, and they would even use that term to describe cards made by Topps, like Kellogg's and Hostess. And here on YouTube, it just got perpetuated, where everybody calls 95% of the card manufacturers who ever made cards oddballs, and only a few are considered mainstream. But to me, these are classic sets. Then during COVID, people came on, they weren't familiar with vintage cards, and they took Oddball to a new level. Man, everything that's not Topps or Bowman is now an Oddball. And it really started with Rick, Vintage Oddball Cards. Rick the Flipper. I mean, he named his channel that. Then he got into the Hall of Fame. And all these new YouTubers come on and they see a guy like Rick calling all his cards oddballs. And now this is where we are. I'm just having some fun. So I'm rooming with Rick at the Lowe's Hotel. Again, Misfits hosting a little get-together at the bar at the Lowe's, 8:30 Wednesday night, which at the time of this recording is tomorrow night. And I'm really, really excited. And Rick the Flipper, he will walk around all the trade nights until like 2 o'clock in the morning. You will see him walking all over the Lowe's like a ghost. That's what I have for you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for letting me have a little bit of fun. I gots to go.